Hey everybody, Brandon here. Welcome back for another awesome and insightful episode of Home Membership. Today we're going to dive into TikTok and see what this user has to say about Choice Home Warranty. If you haven't already, don't forget, scroll down, click on the link in our description. That's going to take you to our free brochure. It's jam-packed with a ton of information on our home membership, some of the benefits from the free and the paid plan, and just things that are good information to know in the home warranty space. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, give the video a big thumbs up, and let's take a look and see what they have to say in the world of TikTok.
So long story, kind of short, we have a warranty company called Choice Home Warranty that we have been trying to get our freezer fixed through for the past almost 3 months. The freezer started acting up at the end of May. It just started out with like not making as much ice as it normally does, and then it eventually stopped making ice altogether, and also is not freezing anything in the freezer. Long story short again, we called the warranty company and they sent someone out to look at the freezer, diagnose the issue, and order a part. He told us we would be hearing back soon, they were going to order a part, blah, 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 whatever. We are now 6 weeks past that point, and still, after multiple times of calling the warranty company, going back and forth with a third-party service that came to look at our freezer, and literally getting a response from them of a period when inquiring about the status, still have no freezer and no way to fix it. Now also, just for reference, we live about 10 minutes north of Jackson, Mississippi. What relevance does that have? Well, if you've been watching the news lately, then you know that there's a hurricane at least expected to be a Category 2 headed straight our way that should be here by tomorrow evening. We have 2 small children and they rely on refrigerated foods and drinks, such as milk and eggs. If our power goes out and we have no ice to put our food on, we're screwed. I have already reached out to the CEO of this company and have yet to get a response, but I'm going to use every single outlet that I have in order to get this resolved, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, I realize that people have bigger problems than this.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry you're going through that. This was back, I think, in September of last year. My heart goes out to you. I know with the ice maker units and stuff, I have one myself where it makes the ice. Sometimes the problem is literally just as simple as the sensor area kind of gets clogged up and filled with the ice, or it gets stuck on it. Sometimes you could even just like take a blow dryer to it and melt it, and then it works. We've had handymen come out multiple times looking at ours, and they're like, it's gonna keep happening. Ours never got to the point where the freezer stopped freezing, so that definitely is something that needs to be addressed. But, you know, we've seen this so many times here on the channel already, where we're talking months and months and months. So this happened in the summer, I'm guessing, sometime for you, and it's just atrocious that this is the things that, you know, these companies put you through. And especially if that hurricane did end up hitting, then all of a sudden there's going to be tons of other repairs that have to be done, and presumably other people in your area probably had Choice Home Warranty as well, and they're going to get backlogged, and then, you know, then they really go down the priority list of like, well, it's just a freezer, so, you know, and it's terrible. I can tell you, when you are shopping for a home warranty, something to keep in mind is you want to look for someone who doesn't force you to use their own service providers, and this is huge with some of the national players like American Home Shield, Choice Home Warranty, and so on and so forth. They're going to use their own network of people, and sometimes they are not very well rated, as we've seen here before. Sometimes they are busy, so they're not able to get there. And one of the key benefits of home membership is that you're able to use your own service provider. So if a friend or a family member or a neighbor in your community says, hey, no, we've had similar problems with our unit or something going on, we really recommend them. This is the best for appliances. This is the best for HVAC, electrical, whatever. They know the area. You call them on the phone. Hey, yeah, I can run out there today and take a look at it. Great. As long as you get the diagnosis from them, we will send you the reimbursement for that amount. So we operate not on a direct pay model, but on a reimbursement model. So you submit the quote and the invoice that shows us the damage that is done and what needs to be addressed. We have our chart that shows you everything broken down by part and labor. So this is how much that part is worth. This is how much the labor is worth. Add those two together. That's how much that we cover. If you'd like to apply that towards purchasing a replacement unit, that's fine. If you'd like to use it to just get back up and running as quickly as possible, which I'm sure is what you wanted to do in this instance, then you're certainly able to do that. So that's one of the main reasons I highly, highly recommend home membership, because of that feature. Some of the other things, obviously, are transparency. So if you look across the board, you can look at the reviews from so many other companies out there. Home membership stands at the top. We are arguably one of, if not the most reputable in the business. If you look across the board at any site that gives you a rating or review system, whether it's the Better Business Bureau, Google, Yelp, US News, it doesn't matter. All of them we rank at the top. We rank there because of things like our transparency, like we were talking about. You see, cut and dry, very simple. This is how much a part's worth, this is how much a repair is worth, guaranteed. That's what you're getting. There is no gray areas, loopholes, fine print that you have to watch out for. You'll get a dedicated customer success representative assigned to you who will be able to answer your questions very quickly and efficiently. So things like that help to keep the process smooth and efficient for you, so that way you don't have these 3 months of downtime, which is absolutely unforgivable in my opinion. Some other things to check out: please take a look at our free plan that has access to our hard to find parts locator, massive discounts across the board from so many different partners that we have. We have a service provider search tool and many other free benefits and if we've earned your trust, then I recommend taking a look at the paid plan, because that's going to have the actual cash benefits. So when things break, you will get those reimbursements that we talked about. So definitely check out homemembership.com, take a look, see what you think. I highly recommend it. In the home warranty space, we are trying to disrupt the industry by making trust and transparency one of the foundational core pillars of our business. Please check it out. Otherwise, my name's Brandon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.